LoreWarrior Online SCB-9A Scarabus Overview. Based on Solaris 7, Vining Engineering and salvage team Vest has made a name for itself by producing a raft of innovative new designs. However, the small operation lacks the production facilities to mass-produce its creations. With the AFFC calling for advanced battlemech designs, Coventry Metalworks snapped up Vest's Scarabus design for immediate production. Intended to act as a scout and forward observer, the SCB-9A Scarabus was considered a showpiece of Federated Commonwealth technology at its unveiling in 3053. Capabilities. Recovered Starleague technology allowed the Scarabus to meet the specifications for a design that could outrun and outshoot a Locust. Mindful of the extended periods of isolated operation required by its intended role as a recon mech, Vest restricted the design to beam technology weapons. Sporting its distinctive quad-pod laser army on the left arm, the Scarabus is speedy and well-armed. Unfortunately, the complex power coupling necessary for this arrangement can be jarred loose. Field technicians often fuse the coupling, which makes repairs more difficult, but stabilizes the unit. To enhance its scouting capabilities, the Scarabus incorporates a powerful ECM system, with which it can mask the movements of an entire lance. The addition of TAG initially had little apparent use, as the Federated Commonwealth lacked a suitable Arrow 4 platform. That finally changed with the introduction of an artillery variant of the Thunderhawk. As a nod to the Solaris arenas, Vest included a small hatchet on the right arm for use in close combat. Deployment. The first Scarabus production runs were rushed out to units facing the clans. Units originating from the Federated Sun side of the Commonwealth, such as the Deneb Light Cavalry and Seti Hussars, eagerly adopted the design. More traditionalist Lyran units were less enthusiastic, and many were shuffled off into militia forces in exchange for heavier, if older, designs. Damage suffered by Coventry Metalworks in the opening phases of the Fedcom Civil War temporarily interrupted any further production. The Thorin Freedom Theatre Militia was one recipient of this unintentional charity, receiving several Scarabus mechs. During the Fedcom Civil War, the Thorin FTM, or popularly known as Archer's Avengers, fought a series of campaigns over dozens of worlds against Catherine Steiner Davian's Loyalists and Clan Jade Falcon. Against both of these foes, the Scarabus proved itself time and again as a scout and formidable raider. As with many other Lyran-produced light designs, Coventry has had limited success in marketing the Scarabus to the LAAF. The company ships most of its production to the Federated Suns and to mercenary units eager to upgrade to newer equipment. Variants. The Vest designers added a hatchet to the Scarabus because they hoped to take advantage of the Solaris 7 fad of adding blades and claws. Several variants were cobbled together with an assortment of experimental hatchets, vibro blades, spikes, and shields, but none ever entered mass production. The Federated Commonwealth converted many of the Scarabus mechs to triple-strength myoma technology. This upgraded SCB-9T model became very popular with both sides in the Fedcom Civil War. Notable mech warriors. Mech warrior Simon Gantt. Jokingly referring to himself as a weekend warrior, Gantt became a member of the Thorin FTM at its formation. Though determined to do his duty by the then Federated Commonwealth, Simon was nevertheless reluctant to abandon his law practice to serve in a line unit. Ironically, events ensued that Simon Gantt's militia unit would travel farther and fight longer and harder than almost any other Lyran combat command. Mech warrior Kayo Yance. An expert in electronic warfare systems, Yance pilots a Scarabus in the Killer Bees single company of battlemechs. When he isn't tinkering with his mech's ECM systems, Kayo can be found constructing a bizarre range of electronic devices, some of which even have practical application. A mercenary command specializing in reconnaissance operations, the Killer Bees are under contract to the SLDF Intelligence Command, forming the core of the Special Circumstances Division's largest Fury team. Kayo's skills have proven invaluable. Operation Starfall required the team to penetrate the Clan Jade Falcon occupation zone and foil a terrorist act that would have triggered bloody reprisals by the clansmen, all without alerting the clans to their very presence. Now here we sit with another mech that I think, again, the original art really didn't do it any justice, but I don't mind this sort of, redesign. Is it redesigned? Just kind of a visual makeover. The Scarabus is not a bad-looking mech. It's 30 tons. It has an XL engine, as it said. It walks 10, runs 15, so it's pretty quick. It doesn't have any jump capability. And it's got a decent amount of armor, all combined 99 points, which for a 30-tonner is okay. It's equipped with Guardian ECM in the CT, 2 mediums in the left, 2 smalls in the left, and the hatchet on the right arm with tag in the head. I actually think it looks pretty cool. As a sort of later era light mech at 30 tons, honestly, it would be kind of cool to see in a game. Obviously the dreaded how do we do melee thing is something, but to be honest, the hatchet weighs 2 ton. It's 2 fucking ton. It doesn't matter. They always quibble when you can't have the hatchet man to MWO or Living Legends, or whatever, because you want to use the hatchet. No, just put the mech in, because some people like the mech, like the Axeman, the Hatchet Man, the fucking Buccaneer, the Scarabus. There's a whole bunch of them that have melee weapons. Even if you don't have to use them, just let people play with them. Or, I don't know, just imagine that those things aren't actually weighing anything. They're just for visual design. And that's 2 tons freed up so the Scarabus can have, I don't know, heat sinks. Or you lock 2 extra heat sinks into it, or you lock 2 tons of armor onto it that can never be removed. So you're still working in the 28 tons that you have to mess around with. Do something like that. Whatever. It's not a big deal. But yeah, it's kind of fun. I do like the look of that mech. And again, it's the artwork, which you'll no doubt have seen at some point. You've seen the original artwork in this artwork from the later TRO. Again, Plogs has just really added a lot of kineticism to it. There's movement, and it looks nice. And you get the impression that it's this little, like it's bursting out of the tree line to ambush an opponent. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. And it's also interesting because it's a design that is an all-or-nothing kind of approach, because if it loses its left arm, it's got absolutely no combat effectiveness outside of going up close with its hatchet, which, unless it's fighting another light mech or a badly damaged medium, it's really going to struggle with, So it creates some interesting sort of little narratives there. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for listening, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.